Hey you guys, it's me Kiana coming at you today. And I'm coming at you. First, let me tell you, I did a video showing you guys um, some skincare items that I use on my face. Because as you see, I have no makeup on. You see a little sheen because I just put my moisturizer on. But I show you actually the items that I use on my face to have my skin look the way it does at almost 40 years old. So, I also tell you about, you guys know I have natural hair, been now 9.5, 10 months almost, and how I created my hair to look like this. So, um, Curls be able to get you together. I just need to say that. Yes, God, thank you, Miss Curl. Please and thank you. But anyway, I want to do this video because I think it needs to be said. Um, Not because I'm speaking for everybody, and I've already heard a couple of people personally say certain things to me, so I am speaking for several different people, but mainly because I wanted to release this. I wanted to speak what I feel, and I just know that that's a healthy way for me to go through life. Um, you can express yourself, and you can uh, share your opinion, your thoughts. You can even be a little pissed, but you can do that with class, and you can do that with grace, and we can always do that with still remaining a lady and having our femininity intact. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I've always done, and that's what I will continue to do. So, um, yeah, so I wanted to talk about how I just, I'm just gonna say it. Really, I don't really care for the weight loss surgery community, and I'll tell you for several different reasons. Um, that's a broad statement. I am aware of that because I am fond of a few, and I say a few because it's very little. I am fond of a few people that have had weight loss surgery of some kind. Now, do they consider themselves in the weight loss community? I don't know. A lot of people don't even really do too many videos. A lot of people that I am fond of don't do any videos. Um, but they've been subscribers of mine many years. And a couple of people, they've actually, after seeing me thoroughly vlog about my experience with traveling abroad to have medical tourism and have my gastric sleeve in Mexico. A lot of people have decided to get the surgery um, after that, and I am still in touch with a lot of those people. They are successful in their own right, and again, I don't know if they would consider themselves in the weight loss community because a lot of people don't consider themselves in YouTube's weight loss community because they're not known, or they're not actively doing videos. So um, they wouldn't consider themselves a part of something, being that they are not interacting. However, they will still have weight loss surgery. I find myself that I am more partial to the people like that than the people that are in the weight loss community. I did a video when I first had my gastric sleeve about 2 years ago. I did my video about a year and a half ago, and I said, I think the title even reflects this. It says, "Am I being snubbed by the weight loss community?" And a lot of people were responding as far as saying, a lot of people that is in the weight loss community actively, a lot of people were saying that, there it's just that most people that um, have had weight loss surgery and they are in that community, their videos are pertaining solely to losing weight and or the results of weight loss surgery, good or bad. For me, that is pretty one-sided, one-dimensional. Um, And I'm not that type of woman. There's many layers to me, many talents that I possess, and I have voice. I have a voice for many different reasons, and I believe my calling is to share that. So I can't be a one-dimensional woman like that. I can't be what some would consider a limited um, channel. I can't be that limited as far as in my sharing, um, in my thought process, in my interests. I can't be that limited. That's just not my personality. Now, if that's someone else's, fine. But I'm just telling you why I'm not feeling the weight loss community. Um, I find that they can be, not all, but they can be very judgmental. I find that if you don't fit their ideal of success, then you're not considered successful. You're often overlooked. You're not encouraged. You're not applauded. I'm doing a video. So, because of that reason, I find it interesting that they too, maybe they forgot, but they too were obese to the point that they felt the need to turn to a drastic surgery. Um, I don't know how many can forget that, but once people reach their ideal, it almost seems as though they look at everybody else as, I did it, so what's wrong with you? That type of attitude. Um, and I just I don't like it. Um, for one, I think that we need to understand that everybody's ideal or everybody's goal is going to be different. And that doesn't make them less successful because their goal, their ideal, their picture of themselves differs from you. Example, me. My ideal is not to be skinny or not even to be considered small. My ideal is not to have my cute face be sunk in and my jaws looking like that. That's not my ideal. My ideal is not to have, you know, the fat that is leaving my face to my neck and then I have what they call a turkey neck because you have saggy skin that is just laying on your neck. That's not my ideal. My ideal is not to fit in a size maybe 6 or 8 pair of jeans. That's not my ideal. Um, Now, am I not successful if I, lose, say, another 75 pounds, but I'm still considered fat? Am I not successful? That's quite often what you'll get in the weight loss community. Sure, they'll say, "Oh, you look nice," but you can tell in the undertone. You can tell by how they react and correspond with others. They're still wondering what's wrong with you. I did it, so why can't you? We have to understand as people, as women, we have to understand that everybody handles things differently. No, we shouldn't fail. No, we shouldn't fall as often as we do. But we have to understand that you never know what happened to that person that is causing them to fall a little more oftentimes than you may did. We also have to always remember that we too once were judged. We too once were obese and morbidly obese. Um, and it didn't feel good. So I find it ironic that once people get to a size that society says is successful, um, that's when they jump on the bandwagon of making others feel not attacked, because they do it in a nice, nasty way, and it's often covered up with, I'm concerned about you. Um, I want you to be successful like I am. But then they turn around and say things like they get tired of seeing certain things. And I wonder, like, why? It doesn't concern you. Your passion that you may have, that passion is there for you. Or for maybe if you take a couple of people underneath your wing, or maybe if you um, want to start, being a nutritionist, or maybe some kind of a trainer or something. That passion is for them, for people that are asking for that great passion that you may or may not have, or that you say that you have. But to me, that passion can come off as very judgmental. Again, coming from someone who was once fat, I don't understand how you can be in that position ever, even if you have reached what society says is perfection, even if you have reached what you consider ideal. Um, don't ever look back on someone that once was you and, attempt to put your nose in the air as if, um, I did it, and what's your problem? That's just not a good look. It's not a good look at all. It really, really isn't. I also find a lot of people don't understand and this isn't just the weight loss community, this is just women in general. You quite often will get women that say, I'm not jealous of her, like what? You have to understand, I've said this for many, many years on YouTube, and I'm going to say it yet again. People, since we're talking about women, I'm going to say women. Women can be jealous of things that has nothing to do with the fact that, how can I put it? A woman can be small and still be jealous of that fat girl. And some people in society are so screwed up with thinking that fat is like the worst thing to be in the world. You can be anything but fat, God forbid, because that is the worst thing to be in the world. So when people hear a smaller person, a fat person, say that a smaller person is jealous of them, maybe, or that small woman may feel some sort of way because they see something in that fat woman that they lack. Maybe personality, maybe stylish flair, maybe that fat girl is prettier than her. Maybe the fat girl may has many talents. Maybe the fat girl is not struggling financially. Maybe the fat girl is extremely loved by all. Maybe the fat girl, is successful and things other than just losing weight. Um, so, it's funny because people be like, what does she need to be jealous of? Well, it's other things to be jealous of other than weight. You know, women will find things to be jealous of because they see something in that person that they lack. And that could be other things besides weight. I also find that in the weight loss community, some people become obsessive, um, as if their whole life centers around making their body small or making sure it stays small. Um, and I'm not saying don't be healthy. I'm not saying don't get healthy. What I'm saying is that for me, and I only can speak for me, that's why I don't understand why anyone in the weight loss community would ever snub me, because I allow you to be you. If you think that it's ideal for you to be 115 pounds, then go for it. I'm going to cheer you on. But me, I don't want this. I don't. But if you want, then go for it. You like it, I love it. So I just ask for the same. That's all. That's all. It's just that simple. You do you, and I'll do me. And that's why I said it's a couple of people in the weight loss community that I deal with because they allow me to do me. They encourage me. They give me tips. They give me ideas. But they're not snubbing their nose up at someone, and they're not, being nasty or judgmental if they see someone not reach the goal that they reached, or if they see someone that maybe fell. Because I guarantee you, all of you have fell before. It's just a matter of you may got up quicker, but you still fell nevertheless. Don't ever forget that. And you get a chick like me who's going to make sure she reminds you if needed. So I'm just saying. I ain't saying, but I'm just saying. But that's none of my business. Anyway, so it's just, you get some people that get obsessive. And that's one of the reasons why I don't want to be skinny. Not only does it doesn't look ideal for my body type, for me, for someone who has always been overweight, it's just not attractive to me. I know y'all have seen people like this, that when you see them when they were heavier, people don't usually say it, but sometimes they look better, especially in the face. Sometimes you was cuter when you was fat. You was fat, but you was cute. You small now, not so much. So I don't want to lose this. I'm sorry, I don't. And when I lost the weight, you guys know I lost like 210 pounds. I gained back like 40 of those pounds, 45, almost 50 pounds back. I'm back on the losing bench again. I did not gain all my weight back. I stopped because I saw I was going down the wrong path. So I was like, not doing it. Nope, not today, not tomorrow, not ever. So I put my foot down and I said enough is enough. And ever since then, which has been now for about 3 weeks, I have been doing nothing but what I'm supposed to do. So I am so excited. I am excited because I can see myself going back to what I was, and then once I go to what I was, I'm going to exceed that as well. So I liked how I looked when I got down to my lowest, and I was still considered obese, and weight loss community people probably did not consider me successful, not understanding. Well, they understood. It's just that, I'm not even giving them an excuse. They understood. They knew that that was a hell of an accomplishment to lose 200 pounds. They knew that. But because that 200 wasn't 400, or because that 200 wasn't 300, that wasn't enough for them. So, people are going to say that this is not the case, but I know what I know. Okay. So sometimes we as vloggers know a little bit more than the average person just watching the video. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it at that and just know that I don't talk to be talking. Whenever I come on here and I'm talking like this, with these real talks or diva talks, you better believe I know my facts. And I've sat back and not only have I assessed them, but I've looked at them nice, long, and hard, and had all the evidence laid out. And I just listened and I watched. Okay, and this is not something I've done over the past couple of weeks. I've been doing this for 2 years now, as far as the weight loss community, weight loss surgery community. Now, just the regular weight loss community, I don't know. I haven't been following them as closely as I have with the weight loss surgery community, because that was more, in the category I fell in. So, I just don't want to be obsessed with weight, because to me that's also unhealthy. Quite often we find ourselves, whenever we are on a weight loss journey, we go from one extreme to another, and to me that's not healthy, because just because it's on the other spectrum, end of the spectrum, doesn't mean that that is healthy. Sure, it's getting you to be healthier, but that doesn't make you healthy with having an obsessive attitude towards food, because in general, in essence, food is still running your life. You still don't have a great relationship with food because it's still consuming you. So I don't want to have my whole life revolved around my flesh and making sure I can get in some jeans and making sure a man can look at me. I don't need men to look at me. They looked at me when I was 500 pounds. See, that's the difference between me and some women. Maybe you didn't get that much attention all your life. Maybe men didn't look at you because you were considered fat. But I ain't had that problem. I'm just saying. Never had that problem. Didn't have it at almost 500. And you surely know I don't have it now. But the man that I want to look at me more than anybody is right here. And he's called Daddy. So just like I have on my Facebook, I have a thing with Beyonce looking like that, and it says, I may flirt a little, but what does it say? It says I may flirt a little, but in the end, he just not you. And that's the truth. Yeah, it can flirt a little bit, but in the end, he just not you. You just not him. That's what it said. That's what it said. You just not him. So, I think that, like I said, I'm not. I also didn't go into weight loss for just to have men look at me, or just for the opposite sex to look at me, or finally get some attention, or finally feel whole. I was all of those things before. My mother instilled in me and always taught me that I was a very attractive girl. And because that was instilled in me, and that was something that my mom definitely made sure that she expressed that to me on a daily basis, I always knew that, without a shadow of a doubt. So I didn't need weight loss to make me feel whole, or to make me feel attractive, or to finally get a man, or to think that I'm sexy finally. I didn't need that for that. So I want weight loss because I don't want my kids to see me laying in a casket. Pretty and cute, but still in a casket. No, I don't want that. So even though I don't have any high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, I don't have any of those things that go along with obesity. I didn't have them at 500 pounds, and I don't have them now. I just want to make sure I don't get those things. And even being what I would consider, which is still plus size, I definitely can achieve being a healthier me, being successful, and defining success on my terms. I hope that you all that are trying to accomplish losing weight, whether it's through natural methods or it's through other methods, such as pills, or diet tea, or even something as drastic as weight loss surgery. I hope that you are able to look beyond sometimes what these women in the weight loss surgery community say, and what they do, and what they focus on, and how they react to other people. Don't focus on that. What I actually suggest you do is to start to define what your ideal is, and to know that once you reach that, you are successful. I thank you all for tuning in. Please thumbs up this video. It encourages me to share, and it shows me that you find some value in that of which I did. I will talk to you guys later, and be blessed.